there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Utes will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the BYU Cougars offense will have the football first. This series always seems to come right down to the final few plays, and last time they met, it was Utah pulling it out.
Utah made the plays when they needed to win a big rivalry game. Jesse, they executed better than BYU.
That's a good way to put it, David, because Utah's a program that every year they focus on the small details, and when the game was on the line, that's when they executed best.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. So the Utah Utes offense will go to work for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not good. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early.
There he goes! Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Utes are flying down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering the success now early.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! And they strike first.
settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Hagan. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The give to the back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 45. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now it's back to work with this 7-0 lead. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll try the toss to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Can't get him to the ground.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going up top. Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
One one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Running back searching for a hole. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run for it. The Cougars will keep this drive going.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
With the run on 1st and goal. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? After run, now throw. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants. Buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself, estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the holy war between BYU.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And the Utes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Intercepted.
You got to be so careful, too, David, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying to beat him to the left. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
I'm loving this offense mixing the toss plays in their game plan. What these tosses are going to do, it's going to set up a play-action opportunity where they can fake the toss and try to take a shot downfield.
On target. Hard running there. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. This clash dates all the way back to the late 1800s and is carried on through days of independence, changes in conference affiliation, but the constant is disdain and contempt for the other side.
You're right, Reese. It's pretty wild because the rivalry dates back to the same year the state of Utah was founded in 1896. That's how long these two teams have been going. This thing is historic, and every year, David, it's an incredible football.
And I love what Reese said, too, though. They've changed conferences. They've been independent. Whatever it takes, they want to play each other because they want the bragging rights in the state of Utah because it means a heck of a lot.
Brown will throw it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole halfway. He's going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one is perfect. And the field goal ties it up here in the second quarter.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a gap. It's Green. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Power football with the run. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Touchdown, BYU! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
How about a game-changing play for this defense, stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Gives it on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Off play action on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Got his man quickly. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Brown wants to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Hagan. Taking it the other way. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. And the Cougars will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to swing it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Glover. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. He might want another play. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Back's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Fires and picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Quick completion on the out route. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Pocket breaking down. Did the work himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble...
A shot toward the end zone, and he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Utes are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Makes a connection. Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation. They've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run. And I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Finds his man. It's Buckmeyer. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'd love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive proving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They're trying to get some breathing room from deep in their own territory. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Utes are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Crosses the 40. Turns it on at midfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. He's got it. First down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get outside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Never a doubt. And now they've taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hagan. players ready to get into that playbook. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
They're dealing with a second and long. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Brown wants to pass. With the catch, it's Hagan. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's a heat. They got him. It's a sack. And what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. And the Utes will try to run out the clock in the final minute. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Catch in the middle. It's Spotmeyer. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Quickly complete. He gets a pickup of 6 before stepping out of bounds to stop the clock. The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Wants to throw on third down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's going up top here late in the game. Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Utes! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead at week 6. And we're certainly feeling the spirit in this edition of the Holy War, and it is the Utes